If the advice, eat less, move more, worked, then you wouldn't be here watching this video and I probably wouldn't have a job. You've probably counted calories before, you've done the programs, but here you are still stuck. And that is because self-doubt and old stories sabotage even the best of plans. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the simple psychological tricks that helped me and hundreds of other women lose weight and finally win the mental battle of weight loss. You see, years of dieting and regaining the weight erodes your confidence in your ability to get the job done. And after a while, you don't just lose belief in the diets, you lose belief in yourself. And what happens is that you create a self-fulfilling script. Now, here's what that looks like in practice. Let's say you believe, I always fall off the wagon when life gets busy. That doesn't just sit in your mind, it sets the tone. So when life gets busy, and it will, your brain starts to look for things that confirm that that is true. You might skip a workout because you're knackered, and instead of your brain seeing it as a one-off, it then says, see, I told you so. And the same goes for weekends. If you believe that they are always your downfall, then Friday night or Saturday morning is going to come with a hell of a lot of pressure. One untracked meal or unplanned meal out, and suddenly it's there we go again. Another failed weekend and the cycle repeats itself. You see, it's not that you can't be consistent. It's that your mind is looking for confirmation of the identity that you have built through repetition. But the thing is, you are not your patterns. You're just someone who has repeated them enough to believe that they are facts now. And of course, if your brain is repeating the same old story on autopilot, then it's going to struggle to rewrite new behaviors. And something that I teach a lot of my clients is that your brain believes what you tell it. Now, I'm not talking about toxic positivity or singing affirmations about how you're the next Kate Moss to yourself in the mirror when you don't believe that's true. But I am saying that the way that you speak to yourself in the moments that things are getting tough will dictate your behavior. Those conversations are either keeping you stuck or helping you move forward. I want to break this down with an example. So think about an elite athlete that you might know. Have you ever seen one at the start of the race going, oh my God, I am so slow. I feel so weak today. I am the worst person here. I'm probably gonna lose. I've not trained hard enough. What am I even doing? Of course not. Even if they showed up feeling unprepared, they would be bigging themselves up at the start line. They use language that will build momentum and belief. I think about Noah Lyles, an American sprinter who is amazing in the 100 meters and the 200 meters. He's known not just for his speed, but for his unshakable confidence or borderline arrogance. And if you watch the show on Netflix, Sprint, then you'll know what I mean, but he has a swagger about him. And it's not just for show, it's just that he understands that the way he's talking to himself is going to dictate how well he performs. So let me come back to you. The voice in your head can either be your coach or your critic. When you miss a workout or you overeat, does it say, okay, how can we move on from here? Or does it say, you've blown this, here we go again, you always do this? That voice isn't just commentary, it is an instruction and your brain is listening. So here's a question that I've asked myself previously and I get a lot of my clients to ask themselves too. Is this thought true or is it just familiar and is it even useful? And I bring this up because we often think that we can guilt or bully ourselves into change. We think if I'm hard enough on myself, then I will finally follow through. But how far has that gotten you? Maybe it worked initially for 1 week or 2, but it's always fleeting because when the burnout hits, and it will, you double down and you quit. You binge, not because you were undisciplined, but because you believed that you'd already failed and that you weren't worthy of following through. So the thing that does work is self-compassion. Not as a fluffy idea, but as a resilient mindset practice. It's you saying, that didn't go how I wanted it to, but what can I do differently and what can I learn from that slip up? And when you approach your health and your weight loss from a place of respect because you deserve to feel good and you deserve to nourish your body with amazing food, then you stop starting over again and again and you keep on keeping on. Lasting weight loss is not about fighting yourself, it is about backing yourself. And it starts with the words that you're choosing, so choose them wisely. And if you found this useful and emotional eating is something that you struggle with, click the link in the description to get access to the free Emotional Eating Flowchart. And when you join, you'll also get 9 days worth of guidance from me straight to your inbox.